Today, information is everywhere and so are advisors. Everyone is an expert in everything today because of digital intervention. But with information overload, people are spoiled for choice, and rightfully so. Especially if you are a student in the pursuit of a suitable career or a profession looking for a career transition, understanding a profession in all its highs and lows, positives and shortcomings is crucial. Okay, let me get straight to the point. My show Nxt Step is all about taking all the viewers across professions and helping you understand what exactly goes in their professional lives. Get ready to explore every profession in the best possible way as you hear it from the horse's mouth. By the end of every episode, we promise you'll be far more informed about a profession than before. Today's episode is going to be filled with a lot of drama, a lot of dialogues, perhaps few monologues, and few moments of silence. Yes, we have with us today Mr. Abhishek Iyengar, a well-known playwright, theatre director, and co-founder of the Bangalore-based theatre company Vivu Theatre. Come, let's go see what it takes to enter into this profession. Come join me. Hello Abhishek, welcome to our show, The Next Step. So Abhishek, you are an established theatre person. You have chosen theatre as your profession. So the first question which comes to my mind when I think of theatre is, what actually drives a person to choose this unconventional path?
And first ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, I mean, the one thing that you started telling that established theatre artist ಅಂತ, I mean, there is no concept as established in theatre because I think theatre is one medium where we ನಾವು ಸುಮಾರು 30 ವರ್ಷ 50 ವರ್ಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೂ ಅ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆನ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್.
Okay.
ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕನ್ವೆನ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕಾಲ್ the stereotype, the limelights illa.
All right.
So it's a journey. Nija helbeku andre it takes a lot of madness because see, in this digital world and theatre antane alla, I do this or I tell this for any performing art, be it dance, music or anything or anything that is performed live on stage.
Okay.
And beat the digital notions this world has. It takes a lot of guts.
Okay.
First.
Right.
And you have to face a lot of realities.
All right.
Bad realities, and then you should have a little bit of madness. ತುಂಬಾ ಹುಚ್ಚುತನ ಇರಬೇಕು.
ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ, when did you feel that you have to pursue theatre? Is it that you always dreamt of becoming a theatre person, or it was a moment of epiphany for you?
I can't define one particular moment where I felt that I should do theatre, but I always knew that I want to do theatre.
Okay.
ರಂಗಭೂಮಿ ಶಕ್ತಿನೇ ಹಾಗೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾಟಕದ ಗೀಳು ಅಂತಾರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ.
Okay.
That it is an obsession. ಸೊ ಆ ಅಬ್ಸೆಷನ್ ನನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂಚೆನೂ ಇತ್ತು, ನನ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಆ ಅಬ್ಸೆಷನ್ ಮುಂಚೆನೂ ಇತ್ತು, ದಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾಗಿ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಮೈ ಅಂಕಲ್ಸ್ ಬೋತ್ ಸೈಡ್ಸ್, ದೇ ವರ್ ಇಂಟು or they were doing theatre.
Or you had their support?
ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. No family in India actually supports majorly to do theatre.
Okay.
But I had grown up seeing them doing theatre.
Okay.
ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್ ಗಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗ್ಲಿ ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋಜರ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಾತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಸೀನ್ ದೆಮ್ ರಿಹರ್ಸಿಂಗ್. ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಅವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ಚಿಕ್ಕವನಿದ್ದೆ, 7-8 years. ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ವಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಫ್ಯಾಸಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್. ದಟ್ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಹೂ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್, ಹೂ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವಿಟಿ ಆರ್ ದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವಿಟಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಬೈ ಅ ರೀಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾ,
ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ,
ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚಬಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಟುಡೇ ಇಸ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ much of
your effort and time
and finances also. Because we come from a middle class family. For us, before everything, finances come into picture,
comes to priority. Correct.
So ಹಾಗಿರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಮುಂದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಇಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಆ ತರದ ಒಂದು ಆಂಬಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲಿ ದಟ್ ಜರ್ನಿ ಟು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ರಂಗಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಬರೋದೇ ನಾನು ಮುಂದೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ಬಹುದು
ಅನ್ನೋದು.
ಬಟ್ ಆ ರಂಗಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಉಳ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ನಾನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಸೊ ಎನಿ ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟರ್ ನಿಜ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ದೇ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಟು ಥಿಯೇಟರ್. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ದ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ವೈಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ವೈಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಮೈಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅರ್ನ್ ಆಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಆಸ್ ದೇ ಅರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಸಿನಿಮಾ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರಿಂಗ್ ಅದರ್ ಇದು. ಬಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಕ್ಟರ್ ವುಡ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಥಿಯೇಟರ್. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ತಾನೇ ಪಂಕಜ್ ತ್ರಿಪಾಠಿ ನಟನ ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ he did a conference. He told that theater should be a annual ritual for any actor, be it any medium. ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಗಣೇಶೋತ್ಸವ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ರೀತಿಯಾದ ಏನೋ ಆಚರಿಸ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಆ ತರ ಒಬ್ಬ ನಟ ವಾಪಸ್ ರಂಗಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅನ್ ಆನ್ಯುವಲ್ ರಿಚುವಲ್. Frankly, it is not. Theatrally, it is not organized. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ರೋಲ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಆಕ್ಟರ್, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಸೆಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಲೈಟ್ ಡಿಸೈನರ್, ದೆನ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್, ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ಯೂಮ್ ಡಿಸೈನರ್, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್, ಈ ತರ. ನಾನು ಸುಮಾರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನನ್ನ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ನ ಸುಮಾರು ಸತಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ವೈ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಈಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಅಂತ. ಅವಾಗ ಸುಮಾರು ಜನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು, ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ನನಗೂ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ದಟ್ ದ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿ ಆಫ್ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ is to unify people. And it's the only art form that actually unifies people. Even you ಒಂದು ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಸೆಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರವ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದ್ ಕಡೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ರಂಗಭೂಮಿಲಿ ಆ ಥರ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿ ಒಂದು ರೂಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ರಿಹರ್ಸಲ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿ ಅವ್ರ ಥಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನ ಆಚೆ ತರ್ತಾರೆ. I quit corporate job to do theater. I quit corporate is because it was too organized for me. So I found disorganization in theater, and that's the beauty of theater.
Brilliant. Also, it is seen that some of the well-known actors in India, they have alternate profession in their lives.
Correct.
And typically they have a day job and their evenings end in a theater.
Right.
So what's your take on this? Andre, can one completely bank on theater alone for a comfortable living?
The only differentiation between theater and cinema is that in cinema you can actually record it and you can actually digitize it, and then you can stream it at multiple places at the same time, and it becomes scalable, which you can't do it in theater because you can't clone actors, and you can't have different stage and the same show happening at multiple places. So the economics that way are not similar. I see. What is theater? Let's understand very briefly. Theater is not only about stage. So that's the misconception that today people have. Theater is an experience. I'll tell you, ivaga you go to some kind of mall, and then you have, say for example, Christmas birthday or next Shankaranti birthday. Adike they actually put up beautiful decor. They'll decorate the entire mall. And then they lit up the entire mall, etc. Madhya ಒಂದು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲೇಷನ್ ತರ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಪೀಪಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫೀಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಟ್ರಾ. ನಮ್ಮ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಸೆಟ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಬಲ್ ಅರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಬ್. Someone who has actually learned set designing can today go to any mall and actually implement the same set design and earn better and still make a living, and it is still theater.
All right, so that's a monetizable job.
Exactly.
All right.
We lack this realization. And for us, theater is just acting. Say I can give you another example. Recently, KRS ಅಲ್ಲಿ the musical fountain ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ,
Okay.
they want to revamp, they wanted to do some new stuff, etc. And then they did everything, but they couldn't actually figure out what should be the perfect light design.
All right. Okay.
They had some
For this Dasara event.
Dasara event alla entire musical fountain.
Musical fountain.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
So someone from theater actually eventually kind of fixed it. Okay. He knew his job. He was a light designer.
Okay.
And as he actually fixed the musical fountain's light design, he also earned some amount of good money.
Okay.
And he did theater there.
Right. All right.
In the entire schematic of theater, acting comes last.
All right.
Okay. And I'll tell you very, very frankly that acting is the only unskilled labor.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is as per the visa rules of US also. As an actor, when you apply a visa, it comes under unskilled category. But as a set designer, it is a skilled labor.
Skilled labor.
It's as a light designer, it's a skilled labor. As a makeup person, it's a skilled labor.
All right.
Right.
All right.
So it is a skill.
Okay.
As much as skill as learning a big data or a cloud or anything as such.
Okay.
But we have identified one part. We have not identified another part.
The other part.
And that's why we are forced to accept it as an hobby.
All right. Yeah. So this is actually an eye opener for all the audience.
ನಿಜ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಡಿಂಟ್ ಕಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಐ ರಿಯಲಿ ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಅ ರೈಟರ್.
Okay.
Right? I mean, and I'll tell you why I wanted to be a writer.
Okay.
I was studying engineering.
Okay.
For us, when we were studying engineering, the only other engineer who did theater by doing engineering was Prakash Belwadi.
Belwadi. Right. Okay.
So I have told Prakash also a lot of times that he was the only ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ಲೈಕ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಹಿಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅದರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಬೆಂಚ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಅವಾಗ. Today the platform has been opened up. There are a lot of theater groups, a lot of places where you can actually go learn theater, and then actually you can actually grow into whatever that you want.
A lot of schools.
Lot of schools, etc.
Right.
10 years back, 15 years back, it was not so inclusive. A newcomer couldn't enter theater as easily as he or she could
Okay.
want. ತುಂಬಾ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ನಾನು ನಾಟಕಗಳನ್ನ ಬರಿತಿದ್ದೆ, ಆ ನಾಟಕಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ್ಗು, and then ಅವ್ರೇ ಸರಿಗಿಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಅಂತ. I used to get a lot of rejections.
Okay.
So now how do you fight rejections? I mean, ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ I think rejection ಬಂದ್ರೆ we'll say okay and we'll move on. But ನಮಗೆ ಅದು ಹುಚ್ಚತನ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ, and ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹುಚ್ಚತನ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದ ನಾಟಕನ ಯಾರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ we started directing my own plays. That's how I actually got into direction. Theater, there is a rule that you should know every work.
Okay.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಿನಿಮಾ ತರ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಕುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಟ್ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಆ ತರ ಆರ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮೊಳೆ ಹೊಡೆಯೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಪೇಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಕರ್ಟನ್ ಹಾಕೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಕರ್ಟನ್ ತೆಗೆಯೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಲೈಟ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ it involves people, right? Live people. ಇವಾಗ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲೇ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ದಟ್ ಅವತ್ತು ಲೈಟ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಬಂದು ಬರಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? You should pitch in.
So you will have to fill in.
Yeah, exactly. Worst case, director should be even prepared to act also. Right? ಆ ತರ ಒಂದು ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಯಾವುದೇ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋದ್ರು ದೇ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಟೀಚ್ ಯು A to Z of theater. They just don't teach you acting. Rest everything is a skill, and then you will actually learn those skills. So theater schools will actually teach you how to do backstage, how to do lighting, how to do makeup, how to do sound, how to do design. And then finally, if there is anything left, they'll actually come to acting. So hagirbekadre a lot of my day involves in designing, in planning, in execution. And you know, theater is no less than a project management. Then keeping their time shared, then calling them to rehearsals together.
Right.
Because they all should be there at the same time. So atara we plan a lot of things. So a lot of my day goes into planning. Very little into writing. So it's a very systematic process. I would always want to say that theater and Tashna, it's not a very free world liberal process where you sit and keep on writing. That doesn't work. It's a desk job. So once you write a play, you have to read yourself, you have to review a lot, you have to do edit changes to your particular script, and then give a basic reading to a small set of beta audience, take their feedback,
All right.
and then do the planning, then do the
Okay.
resourcing, then do
Okay.
the budgeting, scheduling,
Okay.
and then show planning.
All right.
So
this is a complete project management.
it's a project management.
So ಹೇಳಿ ಈ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಲಿ ಏನು ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಯಾಕ್ರಿಫೈಸಸ್ ಒನ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಪರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್
I mean, I think there are a lot of challenges. One should be ready to accept the society's acceptance that you will actually quit something and do theater, or you will actually do theater as a full time. In order to do something and establish yourself, it takes good number of years. In
Okay.
fact, first to patience irಬೇಕು first of all.
Okay.
The resilience to withstand all the turbulence one goes through professionally, personally, and also. You know, for example, if you are quit and doing theater, right, and the second year or third year into theater, your peer is already earning thrice or four times than you, and then suddenly you feel that what am I doing here, etc., etc.
Right.
So you need to have that sensibility to manage all the inner feelings that you have, which can actually put you into depression, which can actually put you low. And you're doing creative work. You can't be low. You can't feel sad that you're not doing as good as your peer, etc., etc.
Right.
So you need to have patience.
Okay.
You need to constantly keep doing good work. One day your play is a hit. One day no one actually comes to your play. Adondu, and I think the biggest perk is that you start to live again. I mean, I feel that you have only one life and you need to live.
Absolutely.
Right? And if you start loving to do theater, ನೀವು ಜೀವಿಸ್ತೀರಾ. I mean, and I don't think so. No other.
You can give up everything and then just be.
Yeah, and no other institution, no other experience, no other thing in this world can actually make you live.
Right.
Theater instills humility and humanity.
Right.
And you
How
feel,
to respect all the professions.
you feel humane to each other. I have multiple things. I also write for films.
Okay.
Majorly Kannada films. I have 4 films that's been written by me. A couple of them are on Netflix. And then I write for web series. I love traveling. Both me and my wife. We generally love driving and traveling.
We have something called satisfaction meter, which will pop somewhere here. And over to you, Abhishek. So tell me, how satisfied are you with your profession?
I'm very happy that I chose to take up this career. But I would not say that I'm satisfied because an artistic satisfaction is a dead end to an artist. So if I say as an artist I'm satisfied, I would not probably do more work tomorrow. With respect to the profession and the field that I've chosen, I'm very satisfied. But with respect to the art that I've done, there is still a lot of learning that needs to happen. There is a lot of better work that I feel that I can do.
So the final question, Abhishek. So what's your next step?
I have never done a very large ensemble play.
Okay.
So I'm quite I'm studying a lot on as I told you Vijayanagara.
Right.
So I want to do this mega project sometime in future. So I always had this strong belief that we should convert a place like Ravindra Kalakshetra and tie up with Karnataka State Tourism Corporation (KSTC) and curate a show like Ramayana or Mahabharata, which actually tells our own history or culture. And I'm pretty sure that it can beat any CM in this show. I'm working on it, trying to pull all strings together. Let's see if that works.
That's a great thought. So all the best for all your venture. So thanks for being on the show, and thanks for sharing all your thoughts and giving us all valuable inputs from your end.
So that was Abhishek Iyengar, the AI of theatre, but with real intelligence. I'll catch you in my next episode with another interesting profession. Until then, let your work give you satisfaction, because satisfaction is success.